preseason football talk. I got the iPad here, so I'll go to ESPN, check out some stats or whatever. But I didn't even know any of these rule changes, to be honest with you, so I had to look them up. But 2024 rule changes: the hip drop tackle. The hip drop tackle occurs when a defender wraps up a ball carrier and rotates or swivels his hips, unweighting himself and dropping onto the ball carrier's legs during the tackle. It will result in a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down. Okay, so I want to see what this looks like. Let's see the hip drop tackle. I'm gonna just show it. The actual hip drop tackle, right? Like, come on, what are we doing? Grabs the runner with both hands, wraps up the runner's arms. I mean, I see what they're talking about. Grabs the runner. I'm just looking at the thing that grabs the runner with both hands. I mean, I guess it can result in some injuries. And I feel like guys aren't doing this kind of stuff on purpose. I would assume they're just trying to. I mean, that one, the one they showed on Geno Smith, is a little more. He's just grabbing him and kind of dropping down, and the guys coming, like Geno Smith came right down onto his knees. So, listen, the NFL, I understand you want to protect players, right? Something's out there. Hold on. No, wait. I think that's across the street. Hold on. It is. Alright. Sorry. Anyway. Sometimes you don't know because you can hear, like, they have a gravel driveway too, and it sounds like, a lot of the sound over here, it sounds like it's, oh shit, it's coming by our house. It's in. Anyway. So I can understand they're trying to protect players, especially when they want to now go to like an 18-game season, you know. I mean, there's going to probably be more flags than per game, because I don't think guys do it on purpose. That's how you're tackling. It's very hard to do a perfect tackle as an NFL player, right? You'll see it from time to time, but I could see people being annoyed by it because it's just going to make it harder and harder to tackle players, you know. So that's kind of, you'll hear more about it during the season. Players will probably be like, listen, what the fuck, when all of a sudden that kind of tackles just cost you a game because it was freaking 3rd, 4th, and 5, and the team's driving, they're down 4 points, and they're just in field goal range, but they can't win, and all of a sudden they're on like the 30, and you just give them another 15, you know, it's going to cost games probably. Alright, kickoff rule. To create a new form of a free kick play that is designed to resemble a typical scrimmage play by aligning players on both teams closer together and restricting movement to reduce speeds. Promotes more returns. I don't really want to read why this is explained. So they want to promote more returns here. That's what it's saying. So I'd assume that's a good thing. You're going to have less touchbacks, I guess. They've been screwing with the kickoffs now, I feel, for the last, 10 years. There's always, a new thing with the kickoffs, you know. Give the team the ball in the 35 instead of, the 20, or whatever they give it to you now. But now they want to slow down. They want the players on the teams close, because on kickoffs, they were never close. The punt returns, obviously, are right in each other's face, like a normal play. Kickoff terms are spread apart, so now they want you closer. So you can't, it'd be more like a punt where people are getting grabbed and stuff, so I guess you're still getting the ball in the end zone if it's not a touchback, but you're more enticed to run out because there's going to be a little more empty space maybe in front of you before the players get to you. Or something like that. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if it promotes more returns, that's great, because there's always, the kickoff returns, punt returns, they're electric. So a guy makes a move and boom, can change the whole tempo of a game, right? Now, there's also some other approved NFL rules here. This was approved by Detroit, a men's 14, Section 1 to protect a club's ability to challenge a third ruling follow one successful challenge. I don't even know what half these are. By Commission Competition Committee, Rule 14, Section 5, Article 2, to allow for enforcement of a major foul by the offense prior to a change of possession in a situation where there are fouls by both teams. I'm trying to allow for enforcement of a major foul by the offense. To include a ruling of a passer down by contact or out of bounds before throwing a pass as a reviewable play. That wasn't a reviewable play before that one. I gotta get. Well, that's good, I guess, right? And this to allow replay when there is clear and obvious visual evidence that the game clock expired before any snap. Can you not do that now? I didn't know they couldn't allow a replay on a fuck up. Like if it's they call it a delay game or something. That's weird. All right, that makes sense. That's actually good, I guess. Oh, to eliminate a potentially dangerous tackling technique. I would assume that's the other thing. The first one, and so is this other one. That's the hip tackle, and then there's the. Yeah, so the kickoff is, it says it here, it's resembling a typical scrimmage play. The kickoffs now are resembling like a punt return, I guess, to an extent, right? That seems all right. I don't know. Honestly, the rules don't bother me anymore with football. Like I said, I did the recaps per week, but I mean, my heart truly isn't into football the way it used to be. Maybe 15, 20 years ago, I would be like, hell yes, like, let's go, you know. Even during some of the Manning years, I was still kind of really into Denver. And I talked about it even when they won that last Super Bowl. Like, I was super happy they won, but I wasn't like I was when they won those two in the 90s. Like, I was, like, over the moon for those. And so, I've lost it. I still watch it, and I like to follow things. I don't watch a lot, but I like to follow the stats and stuff and see how people are doing. But those rules don't bother me in any way, to be honest with you. The tackle can be annoying, but that's what they're doing these days, right? Eventually, it's literally going to be like, they're either going to have to allow more tackles, or they're really going to have to freaking design what the hell they want to do, to the point where literally once it's going to become like a two-hand touch thing. You know, depending on the play, right? I don't know. But those are the rules. Let's go to ESPN and see. Not ESP, god damn it. Oh, see, I know Bo Nix has been doing pretty good his first two games. He's led the Broncos to scoring drives like 7 out of 8 times or something like that. Caleb Williams has been doing well. I feel like a lot of these rookie quarterbacks have been doing all right. Although, was his name's Penix, the guy on Atlanta. I think they're holding out another preseason game. So, but that's Kirk Cousins is the guy there, right? So I guess that doesn't matter because Kirk Cousins is going to be your starter. If he isn't, something's wrong. I'll look at that briefly. I know Tim Patrick got his first touchdown in 2 years for Denver. He tore his knee up twice. I'm hoping he plays and he doesn't get hurt because he's a solid receiver. Like, because they have him and Sutton and a couple other guys. All right. Let's see if they show some preseason stats here. Are they not going to have it? No. Oh my god. Show last year's stats. No, it doesn't show preseason stats. I know Daniel Jones came back from his knee injury through 2 picks. Everybody's like, he's done. Not that I don't think he's that great to begin with. Usual stuff like that. I think a lot of the rookies are doing all right. At least the rookie QBs, a lot of them seem to be doing all right from what I've been hearing. Jack Plummer, is that Jake Plummer's kid? I saw that as a Carolina quarterback, but I saw that. I was like, Jack Plummer, who the hell is that? Let's see. I have to look this up now. It would add up. No, I think I would have said it. No, it's not him. At least it doesn't say it is on Wikipedia. Jake Plummer, he's back. But yeah, preseason's underway. I think they probably got like a game left, and the season starts in like less than 2 weeks, I think. At least that first Thursday night game, right? Does it start September 5th this season? So, like I said, I'll do the recaps as long as I'm feeling it. Don't hold me to a full season, though, because if I start to get bored, I might skip a week here or there. I don't know. Or do it real briefly in another ramble or something. Now, baseball is, we're closing in on the end of the season in baseball. We have like 35 to 40 games left for most teams. Mets have been playing better. They've been starting to lose. They're over 500. Yankees and Orioles are in a battle for first place in the AL East. Right now, the Yankees are 73 and 52. Orioles are 73 and 53. Red Sox are 6 games over 500, and Tampa is at 500. Guardians are in a tight race. They have a 2.5 game lead on both the Twins and the Royals in the Central. The White Sox have been eliminated 30 and 96. My goodness. And the Astros, gotta give the Astros credit here. They were like 9-10 games under 500 early, and they've been on a roll. They got a 5-game lead in their division. Rangers are probably not going to make the playoffs, so I don't know if they're a one-year wonder or what, or if they have injuries. I don't know. But hey, you won the title, so it doesn't matter, right? It looks like Houston's going to get in the playoffs again, probably beat the Yankees at some point. Phillies have a 7-game lead on the Braves, 8.5 on the Mets. Brewers have an 11-game lead. I mean, the Brewers are the only team in their division over 500. The Pirates were fighting back. They were over 500, and then they dropped a shit ton of games in a row. They got back over 500 by like a couple of games, and they lost like 10 in a row, I think. Dodgers are in a tight race now. They're 74 and 52, but the Padres are 3 games behind. Arizona's 4 games behind. Let's go to the wild card standings. Okay, so the Orioles, Twins, and Royals are all the wild card teams at the moment. Red Sox are 4.5 behind that last wild card spot. Mariners are 6.5. Padres, Diamondbacks, or Braves are the 3 in the NL. The Mets are 1.5 behind the Braves for the final spot. San Francisco's 3.5. Even the Cardinals at 2 games under 500 or 5. And there's a couple of teams that could, if they go on a run, could be in good shape. So I saw a thing where like this is gonna be the first year in a while that realistically nobody's gonna end up with 100 wins possibly. Best record is 51 losses. The Phillies only have 51 losses. I think they're 73 and 51. Did it say? So that's 124 games. They have 38 games left. To get to 100 wins, you need 62, 162. That's 11. I mean, they'd still have to go 27 and 11 over their next. Like, that's going to be tough. I don't think any teams are going to hit 100 wins this year. I think if that happens, it'll be the first time in like 10 years. There's a lot of teams like the Orioles, Cleveland, Yankees, Phillies, Dodgers, and now even Diamondbacks are right there. Padres, Brewers. There's a lot of teams in that like 70 to 74 win range, 75 win range, I guess. Could lead to a good playoffs. Once again, in baseball, there's nobody like I look at all teams now, and I'm not like, oh, that team's definitely going to win it or get to the World Series. Baseball's kind of one of those almost, especially now, I feel like it's almost anything could happen, right? Because you've had a lot of different winners. Right, the Rangers won last year. That was 23. Did the Astros win in 22? Who beat the Phillies? Was it the Astros that beat the Phillies? Was that 22? The Braves won a title in there. The Nationals, the Dodgers had the weird season title, a 60-game thing. What is that? Dodgers, Angels, not Angels, just not even close to Angels. Dodgers, Astros, Rangers, Braves, Nationals. That's 5. I'm missing somebody in there. When did somebody told me this too? I didn't know. The Nationals went in 18. Even still, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Got 6 years. Nationals, Dodgers, maybe the Astros even twice, actually. Nationals, Astros, Dodgers, Rangers. I have to look now and see. Other sports, like I'll know the winners. Baseball's the one where that's the one where I don't know who's been winning the titles. Check that real quick. You gotta love baseball. These reference ones, baseball, basketball, hockey, NFL, they're fucking great. Where are the seasons? I love how it has a limited from playoffs. It has skull and crossbones. They're dead. See, this doesn't do it the way it does it on the laptop. Oh, maybe this will help. There we go. Okay. 23 was the Rangers who won it. Astros was 22. Braves was 21. Dodgers was 20. Nationals were 19. Red Sox were 18. So you have the Red Sox, the Nationals, the Dodgers, the Braves, the Astros, and the Rangers. So you have 5 different teams there. 17 was the Astros again. 16 was the Cubs. 15 was the Royals. So you have some. There's been parity. The Astros have been there a bunch. Cheating or otherwise. You could sit here and say that title with the garbage cans, but they won titles after that. So they've kind of. I'm not gonna talk about that. Whatever. I don't give enough of a shit. Like I said, once again, if I was an uber fan of the Yankees or somebody else, maybe I'd care. I don't. You gotta do what you gotta do to win. Every team should cheat. Fuck it. Get everybody on the steroids. Video cameras, banging drums, whatever you gotta do. I remember, there's a little tangent here. I remember somebody was complaining, maybe it was about the steroids or something back, and guys were bombing homers left and right in the NFL. Nobody gave a shit about baseball, right? It was probably at its low point in the late 90s, mid-90s. And then guys started juicing left and right, and homers were going out. McGuire, Sosa battling for the record at the time. Home run record. And people were watching like crazy. I love when they're like, or if somebody trots a little too long, or they do their showboating for a homer, which, listen, a lot of the time, some of the showboating's ridiculous. Sometimes, whatever, you're excited, you hit a game winner, you fling your bat, the bat flip, you're doing it, you're excited, right? Unless you're literally pointing at the pitcher and you're like, eat it, and you throw your bat down, or you just whip your bat at the pitcher like Clemens with Piazza. They'll be like the old heads, or whatever you want to call them, the journal, the integrity of the game. The integrity of the game died, and I said this a while ago, when they had Spider-Man bases on the base path, when like Spider-Man 2 was coming out, the bases all look like Spider-Man. There goes your integrity for the game, dude. Get the hell out of here. They'll complain about one thing, but they're freaking promoting movies. Here's Spider-Man bases. Like, come on, dude. Babe Ruth's rolling in his grave. I'm one of those guys who thinks Bonds put him in the Hall of Fame. Fucking whatever. And it put him in the Hall of Fame. Plane was coming in. It's going to be loud tomorrow. I'm filming this on Tuesday. I filmed 3 videos today. Trump is going to be at a rally literally like 2 minutes away at the Aviation Museum, where I'm at. Like, that thing is literally up the block. The airport's right behind us. We're the airport and the Aviation Museum right there. So I don't know if it's going to be loud. I don't know what's going to be going on. There's going to be people going up for the rally or whatever. There's going to be more noise. So I wanted to film some stuff now because I don't know if I can't believe there's he's getting here, because you can get here by, like I said, there's an airport there, so you ain't flying Air Force One onto this airstrip. It's too small. And they can't have a plane that big coming that close to the tree line and stuff. But I want to film this now, so I want to have more videos just in case tomorrow is kind of like loud or whatever. This helicopter's coming in, is more noise. I don't know. But anyway, integrity of the game. Like, you know how many guys were saucing back then? Like, if you're gonna get overly pissed about Bonds doing steroids, McGuire, Sosa, you gotta lose your shit over what the Astros did then, or guys who you pine tar, this, that, the other. Like, of course, I understand getting pissed about it, but Bonds was incredible before he did or didn't do steroids. Right, he never failed the test. His head only got massive, but still, that guy was still incredible. Like, his baseball IQ is insane, and he always had the talent. But the story is, like, he was talking to Griffey, and he was like, he's seeing these other guys he knows he's better than get all the attention, and he's pissed. So even if you sit here and say he started doing steroids in, like, when did he break the record? 02 or 03? When did he start doing them? I think that was like the 99 All-Star game or something like that. Maybe it was 2000. I don't know. A majority of his career would have been done without steroids. So even if you want to say we're putting him in based on what he did before he did or didn't do steroids, I don't know why I just did that. You know, like, we're putting him before. We'll just put these guys in and have an asterisk. They played in this era. Some of them juiced. Some of them didn't. You know. Put him in Clemens, A-Rod. A lot of it, too, with Bonds is that he was such a dick and an asshole to the journalist that I think that if he was really good with the journalist, he honestly would probably be in. I think that actually hurts him more than the steroids. Or whatever, flaxseed oil, whatever no, that's what he said he was doing. Whatever he was putting in his body. I wonder if he literally only did it for 1 year, and his head got massive, and he had the 73 homers, and he's like, oh shit, I shouldn't keep doing this. The guy walked like 260 times in a year. Like, that's insane. That's how good his eye, like, he was walking with the bases loaded, and this was even before he was accused of anything. I don't know why I'm rambling about that stuff. Honestly, that's another thing that doesn't bother me enough. Like I said, Spider-Man bases. Oh, we have an affiliation with Fox. Oh, so-and-so's putting out Spider-Man. Get that basis, Spider-Man. And then the guy slides in, and oh, here comes a web. Here comes a little graphic on the screen. No. Get the fuck out of here. They should be playing it in basic fields. There should be no cameras. Like, I don't know why I went on that tangent. Hey, it keeps the ramble going. But I will say this. The guys who never got, like a Griffey, never any kind of nothing ever came out about him doing steroids, and he started to get hurt and couldn't come back from the injuries. He kept getting hurt, so he clearly wasn't doing them to heal himself up because it fucking wasn't working. It makes them look that much better, like a Mike Messina. Like, oh shit, this guy pitched, and that could have actually helped his Hall of Fame because he had good stats. He never got that series he went to 2 with the Yankees. He never got that World Series. He only won 20 games once, was last year. Solid year. You remember, he also pitched his whole career in the AL East, and he's pitching during an era where a lot of guys are juicing. It makes you look even better, you know. So it helps actually other guys that might be borderline get in because, hey, if nobody's doing anything illegal. Was it even illegal? They never used to test for it either. Who the fuck knows? It's like, those guys look even better because it's like, oh shit, well, say nobody was on steroids in that time, would Messina have a fucking run off of his ERA and an additional couple of 20-win seasons? Who knows? Baseball was fun back then, though, regardless, you know, guys. I remember the Sosa and McGuire home run chase. People were losing their shit. It was on the news constantly. They were televising their games, Cubs games, Cardinals games, all the time. They would be the games, like, on the, you know, every day. People wanted to see what was going to happen. It was pretty cool, honestly. But anyway, I'm going to end that there. I apologize for going nuts there, whether or not you agree or disagree with me. He belongs in, he doesn't. Nobody belongs in the Hall of Fame. But anyway, yeah, this is sports. A request sports ramble here about the NFL rules, talking about some baseball and whatnot, and rambling on and tangent at the end there. But thanks for checking this out, and have a good day.